The concept of career adaptability emerged from research I recently carried out with ICAEW Chartered Accountants. In this short video, I'm going to explain how the idea developed and how it might be of benefit to you. In the future, we are all going to have more varied, more diverse careers with more transitions. And we are also going to live for longer, which means we may need to or want to work for longer. And the world in which we are working is never going to stand still. So in that context, learning becomes even more important for us. And that is why I've carried out this research, to find out what continuing professional development, CPD, and lifelong learning might look like in the future. My research identified 3 dimensions to learning, and so I started my model with a triangle. The cognitive dimension relates to our knowledge, skills, and understanding. The interpersonal dimension is about learning from and with other people. And the intrapersonal dimension refers to how each of us assimilates and reflects on our learning. I found accountants took part in a wide range of learning activities covering all 3 dimensions, but it was the learning relating to the cognitive dimension, for example, attending courses or reading technical updates, which they readily described as CPD. They only occasionally described less formal learning activities relating to learning at work as CPD. That learning was less visible, and indeed you could describe it as being underwater. And so I turned my triangle into an iceberg by adding a waterline. The learning activities both above and below the waterline all relate to professional competence. It is obvious that one part of lifelong learning relates to professional competence, but I also found a second element of lifelong learning. The accountants I interviewed talked to me about issues like work-life balance. They talked to me about motivation and confidence. They talked to me about the need to shape their careers and to adapt as circumstances changed. And so I needed to add that second dimension to the model. This element of learning was deeper and more personal, and so was at the bottom of the triangle. It involved the ability to move forward and shape your future. I called this element career adaptability and added it to the model. Together, the 2 aspects of learning relating to professional competence and learning relating to career adaptability, make up the professional learning iceberg. While learning relating to professional competence will result in the competent professional, adding the second element of learning relating to career adaptability will lead to the complete professional. A competent professional who is being adaptable in order to have the future they want. So, what makes up career adaptability? There are 5 ingredients. First, you need self-belief. You need to have confidence in yourself and in what you can do. Next, you need a positive attitude. You need to be optimistic about the future. Then you need to be prepared to experiment. If you want to move forward, you have to try out new ideas. The 4th ingredient is exploring. You need to find out what is happening out there in order to see whether it might be relevant for you. And finally, you need to engage. You need to interact with other people and with the environment so you can influence your future. Each of you will have your own mix of these 5 ingredients. There may well be some where you feel extremely comfortable, but others that you feel you could develop some more. If, in addition to professional competence, you make sure that you have enough of all 5 of the ingredients of career adaptability, this will help you have the future and career that you want.